Up next, we're going to speak to a guy who lives in a very stealthy Mercedes Sprinter that even includes a bar. So let's go, say good day. Knock, knock.
Oh, hello.
G'day, Bob.
How you going?
Yeah, good, mate. Yourself?
Yeah, good. Welcome.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah, no worries.
Beautiful spot.
Yeah, it's great. Byron Bay, paradise.
Yeah. And you got it's nice and cool in here.
It is, yeah. I specifically looked for a van with no exterior windows, and I wanted to keep it a bit stealth as well. So, best of both worlds. Yeah, when doors are closed, it's my own little humble space, and yeah.
Have you insulated it? And all
yeah. Did 2 types of insulation on the thicker parts. I did the earth wall, and then on the above that, I did an air gap with the foil board and sealed all that up nice and tight. So yeah, that helps. And
yeah, well, you can definitely feel it. I noticed that outside it's pretty warm, and then inside it's like being under a tree. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And there was a bit of a worry about no windows, but I'm like, if I'm going to be somewhere when I'll look out the window, my door's going to be open. 1 air vent or 2 air vents?
Just the 1 max air fan, and then the skylight and the kid air flowing through. So
nice. Yeah. Well, good job, mate. Well,
yeah. It's always scary cutting a hole in the roof. Yeah. Measure 100 times before you cut, but
so no leaks.
Yeah, a few. Yeah. No, it's I just had to. There's a lot of sticker up on the roof.
Why did you move into a van to start with?
Well, the first thing was I was at the other spectrum of the world, living on a $20 million yacht, and then I went to Burning Man, and then that kind of changed my whole view. I was working on the yachts to learn from the richest people in the world, just to kind of see how they lived and their standards and all this kind of stuff. But then when I got to a place where the whole city's free and everyone's giving the most abundant love and food and everything you could ever think of, I really think it is the best place in the world. They call it Black Rock City. After that, I decided to buy a van. So I was in the US and spent $1,900 on a really dingy little GMC van, and it was all in line. From the drive to the Home Depot to fit it out, I found everything on the side of the road the whole way along. Wow. I was like, just living a simple life. California is an amazing place to travel around, and there's a big Vanlife community there. Went from there to India again for the 3rd time, and then kind of came back and was like, figured out what I really want to do, what I want to kind of call in, and I kind of said to myself, I just want to buy a big white van and deck it out and go live down. At the time, the vision was Bondi, to live on the beach there, and the beach gym. I like to do a lot of handstands and acro yoga and stuff, and there's a good little community down there. In the middle of winter in Sydney, working a full-time job, trying to pay for the money as I was. Every money I spent was just funneling into the van. So
So what type of work were you doing at the time?
At then I was catching possums.
Catching possums?
Yeah.
So where were you parked when you were decking it out and working?
Just in Western Sydney.
Just on the streets or at someone?
No, at my parents' house.
So how long did that sort of hustle take?
I always say it took me 2 weeks of work, 3 months of thinking.
Right.
So a lot of sitting in here, just dwelling. Within the first 24 hours, I had the van. I had it all insulated, and I had all the ply done and everything like that. So, and then I built a box, and then I had my massage table next to it to create a bigger bed. Yeah, then the festival scene started coming up out of winter afterwards, and I would just rush to try to. Everything was a rush job. Everything was trying to figure it out, trying to get to the next thing, and then many renovations, throwing everything out and redoing it again. There was a lot of lessons that I learnt. And, I reckon I can easily do it in a week with a hand now. Awesome.
Well, let's
come for a tour.
Give us a tour.
Yeah. Welcome to MTV Cribs, van lifestyle. This is my recording studio. Trying to learn how to play the ukulele. My record player. This is the Loungeroom. I built it with the boxes instead of the solid bed because I like to have people over. I personally do coaching and life coaching and spiritual alignments and all this kind of stuff. So some days I have the beds laid up like a old school therapist's chair.
These are your beds, or they fold into a bed?
I roll out slats. just like bed slats, where I put some mesh, stapled some mesh together, roll it out, and then they just fit in, roll in like that to a big 2-meter bed.
Wow.
And yeah, so put the mini orb, which is another one of those ones. I had all the wood, the dreams of the wood, and doing all the stuff, and then it just was, I thought, too heavy, too much work. And then this was just the impact, and now got LED lights that shine up over there at night, and kind of looks like a wave. You got the blue light on with the whitewash here. And,
sorry, you've just screwed that into the support beams that are around the van itself?
Now I put a bent ply, really flexible ply along it.
Right.
So you got the ply, and then you got the insulation, and then you got the metal on the outside as well. I usually have a table that hangs down. There's a surfboard here as well. I take off the bar, put that there, and then just pull that out, and then lay the surfboard here, and then we've got a comfortable, nice upright table. Come on through. So this is the kitchen.
Yeah, very nice, mate. Very nice. We started the cupboards at the top.
Yeah.
Are they fence palings or?
Yeah, these are pallets.
Pallets, right?
Yeah. So this is obviously not pallets. This is very. I think it's cost me $200. This piece of sheet kind of went there and bent around there.
Yep.
So yeah, a bit of a spectrum between the Beauty and the Beast.
Do you have some sort of fixing when you're driving, or do they just not open, or how does?
No, they're pretty heavy.
Right.
So I mean, they'll bounce. I've had many dreams of buttons and things and like that, but then I just put a little shelf there so nothing falls out. This is just a floating shelf.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then a bit of 2x4 on top, and then decked it out. Got the piece of ply with the paper tree bark on the back.
Yeah, nice, beautiful.
The oven, double stove top.
Yep, so that's gas, is it?
Gas,
or?
yep.
Okay, yep.
Yeah, 130 litre fridge.
Nice. And what's that off? Gas or?
12 volt.
12 volt?
Yep. Little things you pick up along the way to extend the kitchen, and they just work perfect. Just found that piece of wood in the middle of nowhere and fit perfect. When doing the big cook-ups, sometimes I have taco nights and give tacos out to people in the streets and stuff like this. And I like to, kind of whenever I get too much supplies and stuff like this, I just try to give back to the community, and giving and receiving all comes in loops and rounds. A little galley pump for the water.
Okay.
So you've got 2 hands to do it, and then you're not really wasting water.
So how does that turn on again?
Just with the foot pump.
Ah, the foot pump, right.
Galley, they call it a galley pump. But and I just put it to, I've got just portable tanks I just pull out underneath the bed here.
Okay.
And just drops into there.
For water, fresh water?
Yeah, I wanted to simplify it enough, so wherever I was, I didn't need to get a tap out and run a lead or run a hose or whatever. What is it? I think I've got 85 litres of little things from Bunnings there. Yep. So plenty if I want to go little stints away from everything. It can last me weeks. My little jars, people love these. Just screwed them up to the top.
That's good of your herbs and cooking spices.
Yeah, teas and coffees and muesli and these are Chinese medicine. These aren't the ones that everyone keeps saying they were.
This is a really cool idea. Is that a coconut?
Yeah.
That's an awesome idea.
That took me so long to cut open. I was on Stradbroke Island there for a while, and just found it, and just with I think I was using just a wood saw, and just slowly kept 45 minutes to get it cut open, and then I was trying to make bowls for my place, and then it just turned into this. That's been in there for a year and a half now. Welcome to the bathroom. This is definitely the feature of the humble abode. I started doing a lot of ice baths, and so that sparked the idea. And then I found this, and I sat in it in the showroom, and I could fit.
That's great.
No one believes I can fit. I'm going to show you. So I just sit in here, and you're just comfortable. So, just the knees are out. I've had 4 good bubble baths while watching the sunset. Takes a little bit of effort, but a couple of tanks underneath that run through the engine to heat it up on a heat exchanger. So I've got 600 watts of solar panels up there.
So with your solar panels, obviously you've got a battery bank.
Yep.
And how many amp hours?
220 amp hour batteries. Yeah.
And that powers your fridge.
Yep.
Your lights.
Yep. And pump.
And pump.
Yeah. I kept it really simple. Also got my get out of the bar. I've got I got my coffee machine, my blender.
Where's your coffee machine?
My little coffee machine.
Oh, right.
So.
And that runs off the 12 volt?
Yeah, no, that runs off I got a 3000 watt inverter.
Okay.
So, yeah.
That's powered from the batteries?
Yeah, depending on where my sunlight's at. When the sun's charging up the batteries here, sometimes I might just turn the engine on and get the alternator going, and then, yeah, she runs down. So.
Cool. So your engine also can recharge your batteries?
Yeah. I just put a switch in. Just a switch, so when I want both I just switch it. Mirror, yep, just installed that. Yeah, definitely opened up the space a fair bit. Got my marble floors.
Very swanky.
Sometimes I just have showers with this as well, even simpler. So I fill that up, put it on the fire.
Yep.
And then you can sit there and have a 5-litre shower.
And what's this tree trunk here?
Yeah, this is my toilet.
Toilet?
So, yeah, 12-volt boat toilet.
Yeah, cool.
It's got a macerator in the back of it.
Yep.
So, yeah, just chops it up and puts it under a tank underneath. I found an old fuel tank from a 4-wheel drive and turned that into my black tank.
And that wall behind you, mate?
Yeah. So the old combi.
Brilliant, beautiful.
This was a gift for my father's 40th, I think.
So your father drives a combi?
He used to, yeah. Yeah, back when they were younger. So I think I was conceived in a van. So my destiny was probably set before I was even born.
And what's that? Your pencils and art books, is it?
Yeah. Yeah. Just a bit of drawing, but this is probably the second most talked about thing in the van, apart from the bar.
Right.
And I was very unexpected. Fruit and veg in here, supplies, suitcase with the toiletries and stuff.
Yeah. Nice,
and then there's still plenty of boxes to go and hold everything.
Yep.
And then the pantry. So giving a lot of the books away.
So what is one of the books you're reading that you've got there?
Stillness Speaks. So I've had it for a while now. Eckhart Tolle.
Yep.
Whispers the Power Now.
Yep.
So I read that Power Now maybe 50 times. And then this one got gifted from a friend about a year ago, and I just usually open up and it's pretty amazing little leave life alone, let it be. So I might spend a lot of time on that one.
Yeah.
Stop trying to change everything, and everything's already good. Nothing's broken.
Yeah.
Just a little door.
Oh, nice.
Through there.
In the front.
Yeah. Massage table.
Yeah, nice.
My laundry basket. Need to do laundry now. Yeah. This is a little art piece that I made. I found this is a shower head.
Very neat.
Little elephant palm tree
Really
thing.
cool.
So making money along the road, I decided to utilize all the spaces I could, and created a little shop. So made friends that make jewelry and stuff, and girls bring all their jewelry.
So what do you do? Just pull up on the side of the road?
Yeah, anywhere really. And then pull off and do my spiritual kind of healings and stuff as well.
What are the biggest challenges to living in a van?
So this is quite small for me. When I got the mansion or the palace, it's very easy, very, very easy. I mean, whatever I want, I just open the door and it comes to me. It's really interesting, and people just come and bring gifts and music and come to gifts of knowledge and wisdom. And
maybe a tougher question for you is, what do you love most about living in a van?
What I love the most is community. Yeah, definitely. I find common unity, the unity between each other is very common, and it resonates with a lot of people. I've got my whiteboard on my back right door, and that's probably one of the most used things on this in the van. So I do a lot of my studying and a lot of my kind of reminders. I think the reminder it's on there is saying, when did you, like a shaman's first questions he asks the person is, when did you stop dancing? When did you stop singing? When did you stop being enchanted by stories? And when did you stop loving silence? So they're questions that I'm working on at the moment.
You know, your journey and your awakening. How did van life?
Yeah, it fit perfect. It fit perfect in that, to be able to let go of materialistic things and to live simply. So that was definitely it had to, I feel like it had to happen in a way. So, and yeah, then it kind of created a different purpose in my life to help others live simply and to be able to experience the world. And I think when you're bored, you become sad, and familiarity breeds boredom. So even if you've got the best house, the best backyard, you're still seeing the same thing every day.
What do you do for a bit of fun?
A bit of fun. I usually split my days up into 3 separate days. I only need 6 hours sleep, so I use the other 3 segments of 6 hours in the day. So I wake up and I work on my personal development, my physical alignments, yoga, stretching. I just use the beach as my gym. A bit of study time, bit of me time, bit of learning and pondering and philosophizing and this kind of stuff. And then when that 6 hour stint is up, I go into fun, into celebration, into community, into helping more people, into getting out there and just exploring and nature and adventures. And then so that's usually from like 5:30 to 11:30, then from 11:30 to 5:30 is the fun, then from 5:30 to 11:30 at night is all about work, calling in abundance.
Number one tip for any budding young van lifer or just a van or bus lifer out there?
Don't be scared of the long wheelbase. It's not that hard to park. That was one thing I hesitated, and I definitely don't regret it. That extra space gives me enough to thrive and not just survive.
Well, we do have one question before we leave you. Would you ever ditch van life and move back into a house?
No, I vision if I was to buy a house or have a property, I would knock down the house and park my van on.
Awesome, mate. Well, once again, thanks again for
no worries
for having us, and we'll let you get on with the rest of your day. And
yeah.